Okay, so in this video, I would like to show you a very exciting project I have been working on. So what you are seeing right now is the AI-generated asset for the Shakespeare play All Well That Ends Well. Let's just take a look at those images. Very good. They are generated by GPT Image2, but that's not the fun stuff, right? The fun stuff is I did not write a single prompt. I used harness engineering and skills, automatically generated more than 100 images. So it started at 1 a.m. and it ended at 12. So it pretty much worked for 11 hours. It only stopped once at 5 a.m. and I asked it why it stopped, and then I continue. So basically it continued to work for 10 hours. And let's take a look at those images. All of those are very, very good. They can be directly used as a reference image for sedans and other video generation models. How did I do it? So basically I wrote a collection of AI director and AI writer skills. There are 8 skills. And then I use Hermes agent to first parse the Shakespeare play into markdowns. And then I asked the agent to give me a shot groups. Basically, this is like a story table, but for agents. Shot groups. It's not individual shot, but a collection of shots grouped into one single prompt. And this prompt can be used directly for sedans. I then asked my agent to convert those shot group into an image generation plan. And this image generation plan is actually written not in Markdown but in TOML. So TOML is a format that can be easily read by human, but also can be formally parsed by programs. So with this way, so basically I have each item is a image generation task. Then basically I just go to Codex. I ask Codex to implement this image generation plan with image gen skill and don't stop until you are done. This way it can generate those amazing images, all the costumes, right? And all the face, the reference image, the front and back for all the actors. And the character consistency is very good, right? Like there are a lot of characters with no human interference. In the meantime, it can continue to work for 10 hours straight with all the conceptual scenes. So those are not keyframes. Those are just more like conceptual scenes, because when you are actually generating videos with sedans and other models, you might not want this exactly frame, but you can actually remove the people and only keep the background. And also the image quality is very good, because with image 2, it's very easy to have those very kind of like oily or like over highlighted images, especially at night. But because of my Omni art skills, I have written down a lot of art style and image quality guidance. So the result image quality is very good. So in the prompt, I always have the base realistic images. So I am just using the actual model and the number of the machine and the lens. We also have reference images. For example, environment are just environment, so we don't have reference images. But if you look at something later, for example, this is still cut, Act 103. So basically this is a scene cut, the conceptual scene. And it references this place. It also references the character Helena, right? Let's take a look at it. Helena. So maybe Helena is here, right? And so let's take a look at Bertrand. Bertrand, where's Bertrand? Bertrand is this person, right? And we also have Cortes and this middle-aged woman, right? So this middle-aged woman is here. Lafayette is this middle-aged man, which is here. Like the look is a little bit off, but the overall scene, the overall image is very good. When the agent is writing this plan, it has the context, it has the dependency in mind. So and later images will depend on images generated before. And all of those are just pure natural language skills with no code, with zero code. Like, I have been a software engineer for 10 years. I'm very good at coding. But now I found like, even for those complex, crazy projects, for those complex pipelines, I don't have to write code. And well, you can say like the Tomo file format comes from code, but it is not code yet. You don't have to write code, you just need to borrow some ideas from coding. For example, a formal configuration language, because this has defined data structures. It's not like Markdown. With Markdowns, it's free form. So I have tried writing an image generation plan with Markdown, but the result is not very good. And just imagine what we can do with this kind of workflow. What if we fully harness the power of agent? We can do those unthinkable ideas with AI video generation and AI image generation. Because before you have to, for example, like all those history stories, all those like mythology stories, it's very hard to do. Even with AI, it's very hard to do because you have to read all the stories so that you can prompt them. But now, you can write skills and you let your agent to read the original story, and then you get those beautiful pictures. So that is my Shakespeare project, AI assets for Shakespeare plays. I have open sourced it on GitHub, and if you like it, I might do more. And it's not just Shakespeare. I might do like Chinese mythology, Chinese ancient histories, Three Kingdoms, Japanese histories, or ancient Roman Empire, the Greek gods, all those fascinating stories. Because I feel like now, of course, with AI, we can, as creators, we can create our own stories. We can write our own stories, but there are deep values in those ancient stories, and we should not forget about those ancient stories and ancient teachings. With AI, we can give them a rebirth, a reimagination. If you like it, feel free to download those assets and just use it for your own project with no charge, of course, with no warranty. But this is open sourced. But of course, right now it's written in Chinese. If you want the English version, I can translate this into an English version. But actually, for AI, it does not matter. It's just if you want to read it. But here is I have type definitions for Tomo. Now I think Tomo is the best prompting format because it's friendly for both human and AI agent. And if you like it, subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you want to learn. And if you want to learn about how to use Hermes agent, also let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.